Germany's super rich. No other European country has as many billionaires. And while their fortunes are growing, more and more Germans are living under the poverty line set by the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, the OECD. The press frequently reports on the country's high income inequality and low social mobility, but little is known about the super rich.
Sure, money attracts success and success attracts money. I do believe that. I've experienced myself how you can suddenly connect with people previously out of reach.
Who are Germany's super wealthy? How do they live? And how do they see the country they live in?
The way wealthy people in Germany are talked about bothers me, because it's sensationalizing and sycophantic, and in no way reflects what wealthy people have done and continue to do for this country.
It creates this impression of rich people being like Scrooge McDuck, that they have these money bins in which they wallow in their coins.
Scrooge McDuck wants more, more, more. That's not my world. I like earning money, but not swimming in it.
We wanted to get closer to the discreet world of Germany's ultra-rich, of company owners and heirs worth millions. We wanted to find out what makes those on top of the world tick. Every year, an exclusive event takes place in the Schloss Hotel Kronberg near Frankfurt, to which the public is not invited. It's the annual Hall of Fame evening for the business monthly Manager magazine. Hardly any other occasion in Germany draws as many wealthy business owners.
Esteemed presenters, dear jury members, dear ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Manager Magazine's Hall of Fame. When we first founded the Hall of Fame in 1992, we wanted to take a stand for excellence and unconditional entrepreneurship, and against faint-heartedness and averageness. We begin our nominations today with Ralf Dommermuth. His company, United Internet, is valued at around 11 billion, and on our list of Germany's richest people, he ranks 25th, with a personal wealth of 4.5 billion euros.
Collectively, the guests at this elegant evening are worth billions of euros. This is the face of wealth in Germany, mainly male. And although we're close to the super rich here, their world remains somehow out of reach. Hamburg, home to Manager Magazine's parent company, the Spiegel Group. Hardly any publication keeps closer tabs on Germany's ultra-rich. Every year, the magazine's team gathers information on wealthy Germans and, using the Forbes model, makes a special edition with a list of Germany's 1001 richest people. It's painstaking work.
How many billionaires are there now? 180? 190? Last year it was 136, right?
No, last year it was around 170.
170, okay. Someone who wants to get on our list of 1001 richest Germans needs to have around 100 million. That doesn't have to be money in the bank. Most people have it as assets or as property. But that's the ballpark we're looking for to be on our list of the richest Germans.
Editor-in-Chief Steffen Klusmann has been around Germany's ultra-wealthy for years. What does it take to get on the list?
I'd say that the top 150 spots on our list will always go to company owners and heirs. Even if you're a chief physician, you'll need to see a whole lot of patients to become a billionaire. Managers also have a hard time getting that high up. Here in Germany, there's a debate about whether the heads of DAX companies earn too much. But if you compare it to what people in similar posts in the US, the UK or China earn, it's peanuts. So that alone can't ever make you one of the truly ultra-rich.
Creating a list of the wealthiest people is especially difficult in Germany, though not because there aren't enough of them.
He somehow managed to amass this huge empire and fortune in just a few years. His wealth is estimated to be around 4 billion. He's the least known super-rich German.
Would he let us interview him at home?
They prefer to fly under the radar to avoid envy. The super-rich don't like to out themselves, so to speak.
Yeah, you can normally only get interviews inside the homes with second-tier ones. There you'll always get guys who get a kick out of publicity, like Mr. Maschmeyer and such. Getting a good shot of Mr. Maschmeyer is never a problem. But the real money keeps itself hidden.
The super-rich try to go unnoticed. Sometimes they even try to hide. There are no photos of several people on our list. You won't find a single picture if you go online and Google them. There hasn't been a photo of the Reimanns, Germany's richest family, for decades. Many stay hidden because they want to live normal lives and think that they won't be able to do so if they're known to be multi-billionaires.
For months, our interview requests were rejected. Agreed film shoots were cancelled last minute. None of the rich wanted to talk to us about money. Finally, we got lucky in the financial hub Frankfurt. Here, in a prime location, tucked behind the bank towers, sits the asset management company Focam. Focam manages German business families' fortunes. Its chairman, Christian von Bechtolzheim, provided some insight as to why rich Germans are so shy.
Many wealthy Germans are reluctant about stepping out into the public eye because they're afraid they could be seen negatively. They ask themselves, what do I get from showing myself to the public? It doesn't give me anything. On the contrary, it could lead to some crazy person taking note and breaking into my home or kidnapping one of my children. And those fears are not unwarranted. Then there's also the fact that many heirs are inheriting fortunes that are somehow tainted by or related to the Third Reich.
The upper tier of rich Germans avoids publicity as if it were the plague. But what are they so afraid of?
I asked a number of my friends whether they'd like to be interviewed for this film, and each one said no. They'd say, someone else can do that better than me. I can't do it right, and I might come across wrong. They think they'd have much more to lose than to gain.
After a lot of back and forth with his press team, one ultra-rich German did agree to meet us. Michael Otto is the chairman of the supervisory board of the Otto Group and one of the 10 richest Germans. We asked him why Germans are reluctant to show off their wealth.
Many worry doing so would lead to envy. In the US, achievement and wealth are seen in a highly positive way. But here they carry a bitter aftertaste. Where does his fortune come from? Or how did he get his wealth? That scares some off.
I think a lot of people find their own wealth a little nauseating. I don't at all. I like it.
Dirk Rossmann grew up poor. His mother ran a small drugstore in post-war Hanover. Her son had bigger plans. In 1972, the idea of opening the first self-service drugstore in Germany came to him. Today, he's a multi-billionaire. Why was he happy to step into the spotlight?
In
the early years, it was just about getting the name Rossmann out there. So when I was invited to a talk show on a small regional channel, I liked going because I thought, free publicity for my company. But then